$33,000 to build a bridge with a no build zone in the middle. You would think to make a jump, but this dirt bike has no top speed. So, I mean, yes, I still have to make a jump, but realistically, it's gonna be more of a fall. Even if I have it, like, make a jump, like, let me just over budget this real quick. This is not intended to be a real bridge that's a representative of my values. It's more just a demonstration of the idea that it won't make it. It won't even be close. So I was thinking of an idea where I have a bridge that's meant to fall down at least a little bit. So say I build a road out that's like this far. The distance is like almost 14 meters. That same distance gets you about to the halfway point. If I were to get to exactly the halfway point, it'd be 14.5 meters. So actually, I should shoot for that. So this is about the angle I want. Spring on this angle. And then a huge big support. Oh, it's floppy. Maybe that idea is stupid. Maybe I would just be better off building a straight road and then like a little bit extra road that kind of just falls in on its own. Kind of like that. Maybe not my best idea, unless I tightened it up a bit. See, like you tighten it up and eventually it just collapses on impact. If I had all the money in the world, I would do something like that. Truly awful and truly expensive, but truly non-breaking. Okay, so see, it drives across the center. What if I just take it, flip it, and then, well, we don't have two bridges. It's not the same, because it lowers the bridge by driving over it. I guess I could lower the bridge itself. I feel like there's one catching road that can work, and there we go. Definitely over budget, but there's like a ton of steel. For starters, let's get rid of this aforementioned steel. It's terrible. Bam, 2 steel gone. And you know this bridge won't have a stress problem. You know what, let's just start with some wood muscles. You know what's gonna happen. I'm just simply getting it out of the way. Perfect. I have trouble understanding whether this rope is even really necessary. I could just turn it into a toothpick. A bridge I can clean my teeth with. Call it the bridge pick. Can I delete this bottom and just replace it with the one I've constructed? Why, yes I can. If the angle works, then yeah. Almost 4,000 to go. The bad news is I'm out of steel. The easy culprit is gone. Looking at the rope, it's not very stressed. I guess I can convert to wood rope. All it is wood in tension, whose intention is to prevent this hinge from buckling. It's cheaper, it's also flexier, and it may change up the whole dynamics of the bridge. But it does work. Oh, the bridge bent a little. Now this is gonna be the hardest 2,200 to shave. What if I got rid of this and still created a hinge point, but like, I think this has merit. Just gotta evenly distribute the stress between the 3 pieces. And it only breaks because this swings under. It's such a violent change that it messes up everything. This is all for a $300 shave, but it does eventually work. I just need to divide it between the 4 pieces. Oh, I can replace a spring with a wood. Good. I'm just saying, this concept should just work. I mean, this looks so good. It is so good. Okay, it was all on the top. Journey to get half budget, I'm only top 10%. How do people do it for cheap? Oh, people were able to get away with a jump. It's because they built up a bit of speed by rolling it downhill, I see. I should have thought about that, actually. Letting the moped get past its maximum speed. That is what everyone did to get it cheap. This guy even took it to extreme by building up an extreme jump height. Oh, that's cool. No springs, awesome solution. This one's called the bus barrier. What? Okay, so A goes, and then there's a hydraulic phase, presumably to add a bridge in the gap between A and C, which currently doesn't exist. And then C has to not only get over the bus, but somehow survive? Oh, and my budget is super low, 21,500. I'm gonna take something that I learned from a previous level. You do a banana bridge, and whoever is on it builds up some speed. The right side of the banana bridge doubles as a jump. Now, will that clear the school bus? Probably not. But I think that's the first thing I'm gonna try. There we go. A good banana. So now, well, it jumps too soon. The jump needs to happen late in the bridge, so maybe I'll just even it out a little. Yeah. Have the right side of the banana flex. So now it should be flying less and... Okay, it still shreds the bridge. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I need a banana. The bridge is better without the cheese anyway. It only weighs 11 polygramms. Pshaw, that's nothing. I could probably do a rope under support. There we go. So actually, because it builds up speed, I can actually do a pretty hefty jump. The more I think about it, it's not that bad. Like, I detach here, keep the rope locked in, have some separate wood that's detached. And what if this were hydraulic that simply expanded? And now it goes up. Looks like it clears the bus. Will it clear the gap? It just destroys the bridge. You know what, though? I'm not going to give up because I have a lot of money. I could just make this whole thing cable. But it is a very sharp change. Oh, it clips the bus, which slows it down. But you know what? See, I was just thinking I attach the hydraulic to this wood here. Super short hydraulic. Then I could straight up go for a steel if I wanted to. Double steel, even. Oh, God, that is no reach. Actually, we're going to go hydraulic to here instead. It's still under budget. Just made the hydraulic a bit higher. That's a really good jump. It's not even close. It doesn't come close to working. But what if the top of the bus served as a longer ramp? This is absurd. I really want it to work, though. So maybe I'll set up like a very short just road here that should cover the front wheel. I'll just let it be expensive right now. Because what if it works? First off, does the wheel line up? No, it doesn't line up. Now it lines up. Look at it tilt, right? I'm just saying. Then what if this hydraulic expanded less so it actually did a full ramp into the bus? Oh, there's merit to it. The distance is there. Just need to tilt the bus higher. Oh my God, that works! This is so unbelievably cool. I know I can get this for cheaper. For starters, a lot of these steel are unnecessary. I think I can anchor it with a rope here instead. Yeah, all right, we're getting there. Oh, cutting cost. Next up is the hydraulic. It's only 34% expansion, so what if I just raise it up and then make it 50%, or find the length at which it can be 50%? Okay, that still works. It's just the bridge flexes a lot right now. Let me see if, like, deleting this and replacing with just a single steel is a better idea. And I tweaked a few other things for good measure. It is smooth. Oh, does it ram into the bus? Oh, it brakes before it hits the bus. Okay, finally found one for pretty cheap. Still several thousand to go. If I get rid of these, replace it with the single rope up top, does that still hold in place? Oh, it does. Good, that's a lot off. How about I get rid of a steel, replace it with a wood muscle? Maybe these other steels can be replaced with wood muscles? It does have a tiny fragile part though, which may... Oh, it doesn't have a problem with the shock value. Not bad. I feel like there's gotta be some way I can get rid of the cables. Like, what if I actually just completely got rid of most of this under support? I kept the steel, because suddenly, I'm gonna say it's one of the most important parts of my bridge. I could go with a wood toothpick here, also because a regular steel is in reach. And suddenly the support is more of a rigid arch. Then I can do something similar on the left side, where, again, I will start with steel and arch my way into the middle. This sort of method is tried and true. Now, don't get me wrong, this is mad expensive, but it's easier to shave thanks to the steel. Okay, let's do that. One steel gone, replace it with some woods. See if it holds. Maybe it does? Yes, it does. Okay, pretty big. Okay, whatever. It falls into the drink. Don't care. Can definitely remove another steel. I could probably just make this a wood too. Like, all I need is a real stabilizer. It's pretty stressed, but if it works, it's my cheapest yet. Oh, beautiful. I got the jump to work again, finally. There's no way I need this many wood pieces on the left side. There's just no way. It looks to me like the wood muscle is not that stressed. What if I just go full box mode? We're boxing out that budget. Actually, that just worked. What the hell? Well, surely it'll backfire in some obscene way. Wow, it didn't. Okay, because it's boxes, I really can raise this more than you think. Like, at some point, I can just do away with that and then go for another wood. What's it gonna do? Break on me? I shouldn't have said anything. Maybe I can lower this wood piece, and I mean, this is really stretching it. I have no faith in this working, but I will try. Oh, wait. Hold. Oh my. 1,300 to go. I'm just gonna straight up get rid of this brace. I will lower this so it completes the arch, but my God, we've got a nice bridge. It's coming together beautifully. $650 remain. The left half is as pristine as possible. This steel could at least be a wood muscle. Yes, it totally can be. I wonder if I could raise up these parts. This is so tantalizingly close. I have to inch it forward though, because I mean, this bridge is really pushing it. 60 bucks. I think I'm gonna do it. This would be just under. If it holds, and it doesn't, of course not. Why would it? Okay, what about this weird truss thing? I never trusted it one bit. It just feels weird. And it snaps sometimes, but there we go. Oh, what a cool level. It felt so good to get that done. So many people still got it for cheaper, but did people do the same thing as me? Oh. Oh, they used the bottom. Duh, with a split joint, the roads just drop out, so they do a full-on regular jump. Oh. That's a lot simpler than what I did, but infinitely less cool, and don't you forget it. 47,000 for a bridge where the checkpoints are in order. So notice the center one is a stop checkpoint, and I want to make note of this timeline here. I'm pretty sure that the way it's worded means that the car will stop driving at A11 and it won't start driving until it hits A12, which means it has to coast through the stop sign and then start driving again here to get up to the flag, which is messed up, but it's kind of the sick shit I'm into. It seems like it calls for a rope tension bridge. I feel like I'm gonna have to go back on it though. This first bridge is interesting though, because the car's top speed is very low. So I'm almost thinking that I will have to very carefully and smoothly build up speed into the stop sign. God, I hope that works. This is already over budget, and I haven't even figured out if it's functional yet. Figured I'll put all my faith into the steel arch, but seeing this budget, I have to find another god. And just looking at least it's not that stressed. So let's see, building up speed, coasting, coasting, coasting. It's not even close. Oh no. Well, there's a couple things I can do for that. First off, I only really need to hit the top to start. So if this road is lower, I could make a slightly easier coast. It also makes it a little cheaper. Second thing I can do, increase the height. We're going full roller coaster with this one. I suspect I'll need to add another road. Now that's what I call a tall boy. The support is embarrassingly bad, but it hasn't broken yet. Oh God. Well, I mean, it could be a smoother drop, let's be real. Smooth it out a bit more. It needs to really launch it. And you know what? It does hit the star. So that's not too bad. 3.3 thousand to shave. I think it can be done. First place is only 33,000. That is shocking. So first thing is, I don't think we need all this steel. Sound like a broken record at this point, but I bet at least a couple can be woods. And I think I'll just kind of follow it down the line, doing as many woods as I can. Let's see if this one works. Now I got $500 to go. Now I'm pretty sure the right side can be cheaper. I could probably lower these funny roads, just decrease the wood distance, just like the left half of this part of the bridge. And voila, under half budget. Does it still hold? It does. That was such a cool level. Top 8%. And first place is just a clean bridge. I am actually surprised this makes it to the star. I guess it's just a really smooth coasting. Well done. This one has a few extra road pieces. Too bad none of them can be moved or replaced. Oh, 3 hydraulic phases. I have no new placeable roads. This has to become my bridge. Wait, that's sick. 3 hydraulic phases here. I wonder if I can do it in one. 1 hydraulic here. It's probably not going to be tall enough. Yeah, and I have a feeling the only way it's going to reach is if all the roads are straight, huh? Although this thing has pretty mighty horsepower. Do I honestly need to adjust the side roads? I'm going to take this part, push it up a bit. The right side can just stay as is. And then I was thinking, why not just pull up this bridge? I mean, yeah, it's really expensive. Like, just out of curiosity. Doesn't have to be perfect. It should be a little better. Yeah, I feel like there's a point where it just becomes an actual bridge. It is just kind of dangling there and probably going to absolutely destroy itself, but concept has merit, okay? I don't care what anybody says. I may just need a heathenous steel muscle to hold it all together. And maybe to reduce the length of the drop. No, it just gets there. Does that win? Yo! Yeah, I thought so. I had a feeling that there wasn't much needed to be done. So, unsurprisingly, people got this for cheap. $1,400? Wait, this one's pretty funny. It curls the bridge up. So did it drop the old steel out there? What the tumble? Oh, what a sick catch. And then it just chucks it onto the right side. That's awesome. And this one, whoa, for 11,000, making it all click? Oh, that is so efficient. Is that a total of like 6 new pieces? For basically half of what I spent. Oh, this is probably the best one. It gets it to be straight, a usable bridge for the cheapest cost. Wow, well done. And that's the Arctic Tundra complete. Now is the Twisted Turnpike. It's hydraulics at 4 sheep difficulty. Oh no.